It's almost summer, so in today's video we're going to be looking at the newest sunglass releases from Hugo Boss. We've got a selection of new models for 2021 and I'm going to be showcasing them for you today, showing you some of the details that go into them, the materials that they're made from and how they look on me, to hopefully give you some style inspiration and help you choose your next pair of sunglasses. So where to start? Well, let's start with these two pieces. They're actually made from a material called Optil, and Optil is one of my favourite materials to recommend to clients. There's a few reasons for that. Number one, it's an extremely lightweight plastic, a lot lighter than acetate, which is often used in premium sunglasses. So it feels really comfortable to wear. Number two, you can get some really interesting textures, finishes and colours from Optil that you can't get with other plastics. For example, I really like the matte finish on these and the other pair that we have, which I'll show you in a second. But thirdly, and probably best of all about Optil, is it's actually a memory plastic. And what that means is that when these frames are heated to a certain temperature, they'll actually return to their original shape. Even if they've picked up some scuffs or scratches, or if the frame's kind of bent or twisted out of shape, by heating them to a specific temperature, they'll actually always return to their original shape and look almost like new. So this style is a classic round shape. We've talked a lot on this channel about round frames, and now they're not really fashionable, they're just a normal look. Round frames are probably as popular or even more popular than square frames nowadays. So this is a dead easy style to choose. I particularly like the keyhole bridge, which makes them a bit more comfortable on a larger nose like mine. There's a subtle green stripe pattern at the bottom of the frame which really makes them kind of stand out. They also feature spring hinges for extra comfort and durability, and they're just an all-round easy to wear style. Now this model combines the Optil front with titanium arms. It's a slightly more wraparound style, so this does give me more peripheral vision and more protection at the sides. This kind of style would be particularly good for driving if you do a lot of that, or certain sports where you kind of don't want to look too sporty, maybe like golf for example. You want something that's kind of sporty but also kind of casual at the same time, and these really achieve that. Because of the titanium arms, they do actually feel a bit more solid on the face than those. They're not necessarily stronger. I suppose if they did take a big impact, the metal is going to stand up probably a bit more. All in all, another easy to wear style, very, very classic from Hugo Boss. That's kind of what Hugo Boss are good at. So moving away from Optil, these next three are all metal sunglasses. This is a very classic, very kind of traditional aviator shape. You can't really go wrong with an aviator, it never goes out of fashion. I do think this one, for my taste, is a bit small, a bit narrow this way, but certainly a lot of guys do prefer that kind of look. Again, very classic, very traditional, you can't really go wrong. One little detail that I do like about this frame is the matte textured finish by the Hugo Boss logo just on the arm, on either side. That does give them a really premium look and stops them looking like generic sunglasses. Now we're starting to get a bit more stylish, and this is kind of like the Ray-Ban Clubmaster, but to me better in every way. And not just in terms of the build quality, but I love the gold mirror finish that's on them. It really completes them and makes them look super premium and luxurious. They also feel extremely good to wear. The barreled steel on the arms is a really kind of smooth, very minimalistic finish. And I really do like how thin the profile of this frame is compared to other Clubmaster styles on the market. It's kind of got vintage vibes, but because of the minimalist manufacturing process, it's got a really 21st century look as well. A really cool aesthetic, and I'm a big fan of this frame. Like that one. But best of all, and how did you know I was going to like the round ones the most? I do love this one. Only today actually a client tried these on. It was the first pair of sunglasses I showed him. He didn't want to try any others because these were just perfect. And it's hard to disagree with him. Everything about this frame is cool. I like the matte metal finish on the front, particularly how it contrasts with the silver rivets in the corners. The brow bar, really cool. Again, contrasting colour to the front makes it really, really nice. I think you have to pair this one with either black or even maybe silver finish lenses. Just the aesthetic of this frame demands that really. But it feels, again, really nice to wear. You've got spring hinges once more. And I just think the proportions of this frame are going to be ideal for most men. It's quite a big frame for this kind of look. A lot of rounder frames tend to fit smaller, but as you can see, it's quite a good size. I really feel like this is a frame that's going to suit most guys, but still look very fashionable, very modern, and almost futuristic due to the silver and matte black finishing. Really, really nice piece. Now you might be wondering what this model's all about, and you might think this is a sunglass because it looks like a sunglass. But this is actually a frame that I featured in an earlier video, which has a clip-on. So that means you get a pair of glasses and sunglasses in one. And I think that's a fantastic idea from Hugo Boss. Other brands have attempted this, but I think the magnetic attachment is a really, really good way to do it. In fact, it's the best way to do it. It makes it easy for them to be snapped on or off, and it means that you never lose them, and they look seamless. When I'm wearing these, I doubt you'd be able to tell that I'm actually wearing glasses with a clip as opposed to sunglasses. I think they've done a great job with this. It's the one that Orlando Bloom wore in a lot of the marketing material, and you can see why. Because with the brow bar, the aviator shape, it's just a very, very on-trend look. It's the one that I would encourage most people to choose. If you're shopping for prescription glasses and prescription sunglasses, you don't really need to look any further. It's got everything that you need. So, I want to quickly mention before we finish that we can make any of these sunglasses in your prescription. And if you're interested in that, leave a comment below or send an inquiry through to any of our social media accounts or email accounts. But we love doing custom work. We love making sunglasses in prescription and matching the tint to the style that you see here. But we also like doing things that are weird and wonderful. And for example, this one has the gold finish, but I could easily see you adding blue, green, or even red coloured lenses to it to really make them yours and make them unique to you. So if that's the kind of thing you're interested in, we really welcome it. Just get in touch. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've certainly enjoyed presenting the Hugo Boss collection to you. It's one of my favourite collections to recommend to guys because of how classic it is. You know that these styles are always going to be timeless and yet fashionable at the same time. And Hugo Boss really hits the mark perfectly when it comes to that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks guys. Bye bye.